Once in the forest you'll find a fabulous banquet, a fairy ball. If you close your eyes and you open your mind, the veil disappears and you'll see it all.
Hi my angels, it's Haley Reese, and today's video is one that if you just watched my hot Cheeto challenge with my mom, you have been prepped for. Now that was, can I speak? Now that was yesterday's video. However, in that video, I mentioned that I was gonna do something right after, and in real time, it is right after. So what I told you guys was basically that the place that I'm staying in is actually appearing to be extremely haunted. A lot of really weird things are happening. I don't exactly know how I'm gonna start this video because I never came to this place, or we're not staying at this place with any intentions of paranormal activity. However, being Haley Reese, having the channel that I have and constantly talking about the spirit world, of course, I naturally have attracted some sort of something in this big giant building, and things are getting weird. So what I figured I would do for today's video is I would tell you guys basically what's been going on here, what we've experienced, how it makes us feel, etc. And then perhaps later tonight when the moon comes up, which is when everything seems to get crazy in the paranormal world, we will go and explore around this room, some of these places, and basically hopefully show you some of the things that I'm about to tell you. Now, like I said, I don't really know where to start with this because this wasn't supposed to be a video. I didn't intend for it to be, but so many strange things have happened that it's kind of become inevitable at this particular point in time. So, where do I begin? So I've been out in LA for quite some time now. I've been working on a lot of bigger and better projects for you guys. I made a promise to you guys at the end of 2017 that I was going to make 2018 the best year ever as far as content goes, and as far as branching out beyond content and just bringing you guys the best of the best stuff. And a big part of that has been contributing to what I've been doing out here in LA and how many things I've been secretly working on that I really think you guys are just gonna be, one, shocked, and two, absolutely love when the time comes for them to surface. So I've been out here for some time, and while I've been out here, I've been staying in this super nice condo that is really close to everything that I've been kind of working on. It's really nice for convenience, and it's in a really nice building, it's in a really nice place. But the interesting thing about this building is when you walk through the halls or to the gym or to the rooftop or to the pool or to the hot tub, it seems like a brand new building. When you walk into the actual condominiums themselves or condo rooms, I don't know, the apartment buildings, I don't know how to explain this, the houses, whatever, you get the point. My brain's messy, I just ate like 1,000 hot Cheetos. But basically when you get into the actual spaces and the living spaces, the floors and the walls kind of give this impression that maybe there's some history here that the rest of the building doesn't let on. And when we had first walked into this particular room where I'm sitting right now, it was so like heavy in here. Like it was really hot, it was stuffy, and it was damp. My mom's laying over there, would you not agree?
I agree.
Yeah, like it was just a really strange thing, and the first thing we did was blast the AC. Like when I say blast, I mean like you would think I was in the middle of Puerto Rico right now. Like that's how much we had the AC blasting to kind of remove that like musky, like heavy feeling in here. Now, a lot of places that I've stayed that are super haunted, they always tend to have that type of feeling to them. And I just find that interesting given everything that's come to light now. Because when we stayed in the Ottawa jail hostel, it felt that way. In different places that I've stayed, it's kind of felt that way. But I mean, ultimately the heat just could have been blaring, and it could have just been like one of those musky vibes. But the place was nice, and we didn't actually connect that to any sort of paranormal activity until some strange things were about to unfold. So the very first thing that happened that could totally be associated to me as a person being a really clumsy individual and losing everything is this. Basically, my mom and I went to go to H&M and Target. And it's literally like, I would say, a 6-minute drive from where we are, but we wanted to Uber because sometimes parking can be a pain in the butt. So we get an Uber, and I remember I had locked up the room, and it's not even a room, it's a condo. And I had locked up the condo, and we decided to go take a look at like the rooftop, like hot tub and the view and all of that. So we used our access key to get upstairs. We looked at everything up there. We used our access key to get back down, and then our Uber was here, obviously, and we went and headed out on our little adventure. Now, I want to tell you guys, I had a lot of different, like, really important documents and possessions in my purse, and none of these turned up missing, but that will make sense in a moment. We do what we have to do, we get in an Uber home, we go to come back, and I don't have the key. And that doesn't make any sense to me, because the first thing that I would instinctively do is open up my purse and put the key back inside with all of my important documents. So if for some reason, like, people thought, oh, okay, like, you know, maybe she knocked over her bag and some things fell out, that was the only thing missing. So it was a really big hassle. I found out that I was gonna have to pay $150 to get a new fob and a new key. But the main concern of mine was that now my condo key with the fob to my building is missing. And so that really freaked me out. So we ended up walking to the leasing office, and we decided to talk to them and just say, like, hey, like, this is a situation. And right away their faces got super, like, blank and really confused. And they literally said to us, every single person who has ever leased or rented that condo has lost their keys. Mom, am I lying?
No, you are not.
Every single person who has stayed or leased or rented this condo loses their keys. And I thought, okay, maybe we're all just like a bunch of really clumsy people. Like, how is it possible that every single person? But when I found out, like, how long the list went on, I realized that, like, that just seems far too crazy to be coincidental. Like, how did that many people lose that? Mind you, this isn't my first condo. This isn't my first rodeo. I never lose my keys. I am so particular about where things like that go, specifically things like that go. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I found that really to be interesting, and I made a joke, like, maybe it's cursed, maybe there's a ghost. And they just kind of gave that look like, we're not gonna say anything, as if maybe it might frighten me or make me wanna leave or break the little renting lease, whatever they think that I'm gonna leave. So that really, really threw me off. Okay, now staying on the thing of the keys, you guys, this is where it gets weird. Now, when you lose something in an Uber, there's a section you can go to on the Uber, and you can contact your, basically you punch in that you've lost an item, and then, like, someone will punch you in through Uber. You punch, yes, I want to continue, and it connects you to your Uber driver so that you can therefore be connected with your lost item. And so basically we punch in that we want to be connected with our Uber driver, and it says, oh, we'll connect you momentarily, you'll receive a phone call. We receive a phone call, but right away we notice, you guys, that this phone call is coming from a city, like a few cities over from my hometown in Canada, which just doesn't make any sense because my Uber app is connected to Los Angeles. The Uber driver is in Los Angeles, and there's no reason that this random city that I bet my life doesn't even have an Uber app, or, like, well, you can get the Uber app anywhere, that doesn't even have Uber drivers, would be calling us. So we looked at that, we're like, is this the number? Like, why are they calling from, like, blank city, which is like a small town, like, in Canada, that, like, I guarantee you doesn't use Uber. I bet you they barely even have taxi services. So we punch in, like, yes, we want to be connected to our Uber driver, and this person answers, and he's like, Uber driver? Like, I'm not your Uber driver. And, like, you can hear his wife in the background, like, who's that? Like, who's calling? And he's like, I'm not your Uber driver. I'm not an Uber driver. Yeah, it was really late there. Like, in Canada, like, it's 3 hours ahead. So, like, it was really late there. It was like 11 p.m. And so this guy was like, I'm not your Uber driver. I'm not an Uber driver. It's like, we hung up and we're like, what just happened? So we reuse the app in the same way that, like, everyone says makes sense. This is how you contact an Uber driver. And the same guy is contacted from the same random city in Ontario, Canada. So then I started to think that maybe there's, like, a ghost or some sort of creepy curse or something put on this room, because one, electronics start to really act up whenever there's any sort of entity present, and two, if it steals your keys, it doesn't want you to get in contact with someone that might have, I don't know, but everything just started to act really strange. Anyone I've spoken to says that that is not how Uber works. It shouldn't be calling me from a random city, a few cities over from mine in Ontario, Canada. And how is it possible that every single person that has leased this place loses their keys? Like, it blows my mind. I don't get it. But this is where things get even creepier. And it's the part where after these next two things I tell you, we're going to conclude. I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna get changed, I'm gonna go to my meeting that I have at exactly 5 o'clock here, which is in 50 minutes. And then I'm gonna come back and we're going to investigate. So the other night we were upstairs at the hot tub, which is basically on the roof of this building. It is so nice up there, it's so serene, it's just amazing. And we were having like Caesars by the hot tub. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you would have seen that. And my mom and I got hungry, and so she came to go to the condo, because she's here with me right now. She came to go to the condo to basically make some food, and I was still chilling up there. And all of a sudden, like, I heard this like strange noise, which I'll show you guys in the vlog when we go investigating, but it kind of sounded like if there's like a fence, someone like running their fingers like across the fence, and it was like the strangest noise ever. And when I turned around to look, nobody was there, and I was like, okay, that's a little strange, but whatever. And then I swear to goodness, I thought that I had seen like this like shadow like run by like the bars. Nothing was there. So I come back down after my mom texts me saying the food's ready, and I go to throw my bathing suit and the towel and mom's bathing suit and the towel into the dryer. My mom starts the dryer. Now we do a whole bunch of things, hours and hours and hours and hours later, like maybe like 4 hours later. We're just chilling, and all of a sudden the dryer just like turns on by itself. And like this dryer needs like a few button presses to like turn on by itself. So it turns on by itself, and we're like, what the heck? We go over there, we turn it off, everything's good. We go to walk away, the dryer turns on by itself again. And since then, the dryer has been continuously turning on by itself. Since I saw that thing upstairs and came down here and put my stuff in the dryer, it's been turning on by itself nonstop, which we had been here for nearly a week prior to that, and absolutely nothing with the dryer was acting up or acting weird. I don't know, you guys, it's been really, really strange. What super throws me off is the fact that everybody loses their keys, and the fact that when we tried to contact our Uber driver, it was directing us to a random place back near my hometown that like I know doesn't use Uber, and it was like to a person that isn't even an Uber driver. So there's no connection to the app. There's no reason that it should happen, or the electronics should be malfunctioning. The dryer is going off, there's shadows places, keys are, I don't even know. But what I do know is I think that once the moon comes up, because everything gets weird when the moon comes up, like I always say, we will kind of explore. I'll take you guys up to where I saw the shadow. We'll kind of see if the dryer does anything, and we'll just kind of come to a consensus. So before we get into that part, because that is going to be the next time you see me after I end this clip, drop a comment down below. What do you guys think is going on with this key situation? To me, it is the strangest thing. There is nowhere that the key could be. Nobody stole it, because they would have broke in by now. Like, it's just, it doesn't make sense. So please, 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 please go ahead, drop a comment down below, and I will see you guys in what is going to be a couple of hours for me, but just 1 single second for you. Okay, you guys, so I am officially back from my meeting. I had some Chipotle, everything's all good, and now I am ready to kind of investigate what's been going on with you guys. But before I do, I just really quickly want to let you guys know one more really weird thing that happened that I totally forgot to mention earlier. We went to go ride in the elevator, and the elevator like key fob wouldn't register to take us where we wanted to go. It took us to a completely random floor, and then the doors wouldn't even open until I had to like repress the button a million times, and then they open. And I was really, really freaked out by this. It felt like some sort of weird like technical issue, but now that I'm looking back, it might have been paranormal. I don't know. But I wanted to show you guys. So this right here is the little laundry area that this dryer right here just keeps turning on and off. So hopefully we'll get that on camera after in an authentic enough way that you guys like actually believe me that I'm not staging it, because I'm not. But yeah, so we're gonna go up right now. We're gonna take a hot tub, and I'm gonna show you guys where I saw the creepy shadows the other night when I took a hot tub. So let's go. Okay, my angels, so I am back upstairs. As you guys just saw, all that I was really able to provide you guys with was like a montage of the area where I had seen this like shadow fly by, and where I felt that I heard like that running of the fingers across it. When I turned around, nobody was there. The elevator hadn't been brought up to the rooftop, and there was just no plausible explanation for that. Now, as you can hear right now, we have the dryer going because we need to dry our swimsuits and our towels. Nobody likes a damp swimsuit drying on its own. But basically that's kind of the update as to what's been going on here. I figured, since this is all of the footage that I could really get today, obviously the dryer is already going, so it's not going to start on its own during the video, and it's getting kind of late, that I would conclude it here. If you guys want a part 2, if you want me to explore at a later hour, if you want me to kind of see like what I can get on camera, what I can discover, now's your chance. Drop a comment down below and let me know, because if you guys want a part 2 to this, if you want me to explore further, if you want me to ask people in the building more about it, more about the key situation, more about what goes on in this room, drop a comment down below and I will hopefully be able to conclude this with you guys. But if not, I certainly would love to figure out what on earth has been going on here. I really hope that you guys enjoy this little spooky moment. Like I always say, anytime that anything presents itself that I think you guys will enjoy hearing about, I bring it to the channel. I hope that you guys do enjoy it. I feel like we're that type of family that I just want to share everything with. So yeah. If you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos, I would love it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. I post a ton of videos. Hopefully there will be a part 2 to this if you guys want to see it, so you definitely don't want to miss out. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It really, really makes my heart so happy. I appreciate it so sincerely and it just means the world. So please do that if you did enjoy it. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.